This is a first-time event, so this is the best podium we can come up with. I don't have music on here. I don't sing. You're welcome. And but so as a membership organization, we thought, what kind of aviation trades are we trying to help people with? Well, obviously, as a flight instructor, I want to get people into flight. And I think I use that as my basis for introduction because, which came first, the pilot or the airplane? And, but, there's flight attendants, there's air traffic controllers, there's mechanics, there's pilots, there's airport staff. Most people don't know how to get into these trades, what kind of training is required, how old you have to be. And I ask this question all the time. Do you know how old you have to be a pilot? And when I tell people it's 17 years old to get a private pilot's license, people are like, no way. It's you can solo an airplane, fly it by yourself at 16. And, you can be well on your way through your aviation training in high school. Most people don't even think about aviation in high school. It's not taught in the public school system. And so, where do you learn? I've had people tell me, well, I thought you had to join the military to be a pilot. I thought that. You can go to flight colleges, but there are a lot of airports have private flight instructors like myself that do it. But there's a disconnect between for a lot of reasons, right? These airports have become silos. They've become insular from the community. And there's a disconnect where there's an information disparity, and we're trying to solve that with Open Air. So for $99 lifetime investment, you can become a member in the Open Air Flight Club. With that, we're going to give a copy of the book. The book retails for $29.92. And for those of you who know about aviation, that's your first lesson. The price of the book is your first lesson in aviation. That's an important number to pilots because what is that, Isaac? Do you know?
Density altitude.
Pressure altitude. Yep, you're very close. Pressure altitude is $29.92. And so that was an intentional pricing of the book to offer that first aviation lesson. It was kind of fun. There's a lot of little surprises like that in the book, little subtle things that I put in there to make it kind of fun, readable, and sustainable over the long term. Also, the first year subscription to Aviation magazine will be covered with the investment in the membership. And it's a quarterly magazine that comes out. The magazine itself, I've got a copy of it here. We can show for the folks at home. I can't read the whole thing to you. You can go to aviationusa.com and go look at the magazine online. But this magazine won a design award. Its first year in print, it won the best design for a new up and started magazine. And incredible magazine. It's very well put together. They did a great job with it. We are working on raising money and with donations and fundraisers, and we've been applying for grants to try to offer scholarships for people. So Open Air members are going to qualify for scholarships. We're working on a number of free downloads to offer on the website as tools for pilots, whether it's a syllabus or other tips and tricks, checklists, things that we've used or my students have used over the years that have helped them along the way. And we're like, oh, that's cool. I should start doing that. So over the years, my 25 years of flying, my over 10 years as a flight instructor, I found all these things that are really helpful. And we've been trying to put that together and offer it to people as part of the membership of this group to just help people succeed. I also work with mechanics. I have, I'll call it Leah Volp has the Flight Attendant Prep Academy. FA Prep Academy, and she does a great job of preparing flight attendants for the industry. And so we work with her. She's great. And we're going to have access, so the membership is going to provide access to Open Air events. We're going to have a lot of events, activities, things, and that's part of the purpose of this meeting tonight is we're going to talk about some of the events and what we're going to do for 2021. I made up some logo stickers that we're going to throw in there. And the ability to contribute to aviation in many ways, right? So one of the things about Aviation magazine is the articles in here are for youth, they're written by youth. We have flight students, high school students, young people write the articles and write about their experiences because we believe kids can relate to other kids better than adults can, right? Adults are, adults, are used to teaching kids, and kids are listening to hearing from their parents and their teachers and adults all day long, but they really like to read from other kids and see what their experiences were. Kids write differently, they read differently than adults to children experience. And so this is for youth by youth. I think that's a key component in this magazine. And so there's an ability to contribute to aviation in many ways and a lot more. The proceeds from the membership then go to creation of all the things that we offer for the member benefits, plus it goes into development of more STEM programming and resources to continue the open air. So our website is openairflightclub.com. You can go there, you can join, become a membership, you can look at some of the stuff that we're doing. We're going to be rolling more and more stuff out over the coming year. So stay tuned. This is our official first launch of the organization, so we don't have everything yet, but it's coming. And this is a great start. We've got a great attendance here tonight. We're going to have some free food and tell some good stories. Probably be slightly embellished, but any good story deserves to be embellished. And that's what I have. So thank you so much for coming, and welcome to the open air. So I guess I'll open this up now. Does anybody have any questions for me while you're here before we go in and eat?
You designed your airplane in open air and the whole thing up there.
Who designed the banner?
Yeah.
A friend of mine is a graphics artist that did that for us. So I kind of sketched out what I was thinking, and then he kind of tweaked it and really made it great. So yeah, that's, a friend of mine is a graphic artist that did that.
Neat, it's an airplane in open air,
Yeah, we thought that was kind of a clever little thing that we could do. We wanted to make it fun, and so that was something. So we made the logo. What he's talking about is our logo. We made it look like an airplane, so it says open air, but it's also an airplane that walks through that carries through the letters. And kind of cool. Yes, young lady.
Can I share, please, up there?
Can you what?
Can I share up there?
She wants to share something.
What do you want to share, young lady?
About the airplane.
Sure, come on up. So this is Emma. I had the privilege of getting to take Emma. Well, I'm not going to spoil your surprise. So here, you tell us about what you want to talk about.
So, Jeff Jorgensen took me up on an airplane, and I got to fly on it. And I got to drive it myself, and I figured out that you use the feet pedal to drive the airplane instead of the steering wheel.
Yep.
There's some cool stuff that I didn't know that there was there on the airplane. It was fun.
That was, and Emma did a great job when she was driving the airplane. Thank you so much. Let's have a round of applause for Emma. That was so fun. Thank you for sharing that, Emma. I appreciate that. I've got 100 of those stories, and that's why I do what I do. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Do I push a power button on this thing?
No, I'll do it. Just leave it
Okay.
going.